Yo, what's up guys? Bill here, Classic Rock and Metal Review. Little impromptu, another one of those little pop-up episodes. This one centered around a nice little lot of CDs that I got off of eBay. Did one of these a few months ago for some almonds. This one was not as great a haul, but a pretty cool haul of Ozzy stuff and a little Sabbath thrown in there. I don't know, it's about 10 CDs or so. The whole point of it was I'm on a mission to make the best Bark at the Moon possible. Yeah, classic rock metal review version, just like I did with Born Again. So the only thing I had going in to that was this Bark at the Moon 2002 remastered version. It's the worst version you can have, basically. I just sort of found out recently. You got those bonus tracks, which is probably why I went for this. I think I bought it brand new in the store too. So you got Spiders and One Up the B-side on there. I had no idea about this tinkering that went on with this when I bought it. So now, you know, interested in making my own sort of Bark at the Moon. And I'll tell you, it came out really, really good. This one, I think, at least as good as that version of Born Again, which maybe you consider butchery and stuff. But, you know, Bark at the Moon is one of these albums that's like, it's good, it's not great. It really suffers from, you know, there are some just plain bad songs on there, for one thing. But the running order, I think, could have been better. I'm going to get into all that on an upcoming Sabbath update. We'll explore Bark at the Moon, and I'll show you what I came up with. But it kind of started with the fact that I had this lamest version of Bark. So I was kind of like hunting down what's the best version to get, trying to track down some opinions, some info. And the consensus seems to be that there's two ways to go when it comes to Ozzy solo albums. Either your Sony made in Japan for the United States versions, which I happen to already have the diary of that, which I actually only picked this up a few months ago. And that being, if you look on the back of this CD, you don't see now made in the USA. Would have been here if it was made in USA. So if you don't see that, you have a Japanese made for the US version. And that tends to be the consensus version of the best sounding quality versions, except for a close runner-up, I would say, based on popular opinion. These 95 remasters are also no slouches, and a lot of people think these are the best sounding versions. But reading a bunch of people's opinions online tends to be Japan for US early press. Okay, there's the diary. I just showed you that. All right, so that's what I was after with the Bark at the Moon. You know, second best being, and some people think it's the best, the 95 remasters. So I already showed you I only have this lame 2002 Bark at the Moon. So that's why I was trying to hunt just this one CD down as an early press. I wanted to bypass the whole 95 remaster. The slight edge went to the Japan for US version early press. So that's what I was after. Lo and behold, there's one on eBay, $335. I don't think so. One on Discogs, $250. Not happening. All right. So one way around this, when you're looking for something in particular, guys, if you're searching using keywords that are specifying what you're looking for, they're only going to work when you find other basically sellers that know what they got. You know, early press, Japan for US. You start putting that in your search, you're only going to find people who know it's rare and hard to find. It's going to cost a lot of money. So one way around it, if that route doesn't work, and a lot of times it won't, is to just search for Ozzy Osbourne CD lot, LOT, and use it for whatever you're after. That brought up this lot of 8 or 10 or 12 CDs. Forget, I ordered this a week and a half ago. So let's chop this bitch open, see what's in here. A lot of stuff I don't need or don't care for, but I think all in, I need some better scissors too. All in, this ran about $90 with tax and shipping and everything, and did get the Bark at the Moon I was after, and also a couple other little nuggets that I didn't necessarily need, but I definitely don't mind having. So, all right, let's skip forward until I get this freaking thing open. And somebody packed this to good Transylvania. That's airdrop. Halfway there, I think. Almost there. Holy cow, each and every CD is individually wrapped, I think. Holy cow. All right, finally, let's start with some of the basic stuff that came with this package. I don't know, it looks like 12 or 15 things, whatever. And at least he did take the time to put a little of the cellophane on top of each disc, so everything looks like it came totally fine. Now this is obviously the first album, and you got your, what brand is this? Creative Sounds. I think one of the Joker brands that picked this up in bargain bin fashion. I think that's the one I already have back there on the shelf, besides my deluxe edition or whatever, but this is just your standard old cheapy. All right, nothing special there. Cover's kind of ripped and all that stuff, so don't really need that one. Here's an interesting version of Master of Reality. Look at this cover. What the hell's up with that? Let's see what this disc looks like. Same style of disc as that Sabbath debut, and then the back on that one, equally cheesy and cheap. Also Creative Sounds. What's up with these covers, man? They're the worst. Kind of collectible, sort of, I guess. But here's one, Children of the Grave. Dude, I remember one of you told me you have this a while back. I forget your name, man. Tor, I think? You got this one. I remember you saying, man. It has a bonus track of live Children of the Grave, but it's actually, Volume 4. And Power Sound is the name of this label. Let's see what this one looks like. This one looks a little different. So, Children of the Grave. I never knew they had an album called Children of the Grave, but there it is. Looks familiar, though. Now, Live at Last, another version of that. This one, I don't know, looks a little close to the one I have, but I don't know. What the hell's that? I can't even tell if there's a label on here anywhere. I don't know. Does it even matter? Let's see what this one looks like. This one looks like those first two. Well, there goes the front cover. Fortunately, you know what the front cover looks like. Another one that looks like those two Creative Sounds discs, but I don't see Creative Sounds on the back cover of this one, so. Like I said, all just extras to me. The Symptom of the Universe collection. Now, the only reason why this is a little interesting is because I don't have Sold Our Soul on CD, but this is just a really, really fatter version of Sold Our Soul, and I'm not really going to find myself listening to Sabbath's greatest hits anymore. So this is a nice thing in general, I guess, for basic fans, but not really for me. The cover's kind of ripped. I might thumb through that book, though. There's a nice booklet that comes with this. Worth checking out. Ozzy No More Tears. I don't have this album. Now I do, but actually I think I have this on order from Japan. A Japan version of it, which I think has a couple extra songs. So I'll take that one, but this one's in decent shape, so I think I'll hang on to this one too. A lot of these look like they need new jewel cases. Pretty filthy stuff. Someone's cleaning out their garage or something, it looks like. 11 songs on this version, so never heard this album. That's a cool little bonus. We're into the cool bonus section. Now, Ozzy Live and Loud. I don't know, is this another live and fake? I'm sure. But this one has that grill version, which I think's not your common version. That's pretty cool looking. And this one's in great shape, actually. The booklet, if I show you, it'll drop right out of the bottom there. The outside of the disc a little banged up, though. But inside, everything looks great. So, I don't know. Is it two different shows or supposed to be one long show? Don't even know. 91-92 tour. It's a shame Ozzy never toured again after that farewell tour. And undercover, I think, is this basically selections from the box set? I don't even know. I know he had a box set that had tons of covers on it. Or is this just the covers that were on that box? One or the other. So, this will be cool. I've only heard like one or two songs from this thing. And to be honest with you, I'm almost a little hesitant to even listen to this. Like, I'm afraid I can't unhear it once I hear it, you know. I just don't know. I think Rocky Mountain Way might have been the one I heard, the first song on here. And 21st Century Schizoid, man, now he actually sounded good on that one. They might be the only two I heard off of this for whatever reason. And I don't know, it might have had Ozzy's Boneyard or something. I used to have Sirius satellite radios. That could have been where I heard them. Ozzy Down to Earth, I think this is 2001, if I'm not mistaken. Never heard this whole album. Like I said, the dude did take the time to pad all these discs. So inside, a lot of them look fine. The outside, a little banged up and what have you. So there you go. There's the sort of extra section. Now let's get to the meat and potatoes why I spent this $80. You got an early press, Japan for US of Blizzard of Oz, which I just picked up recently for like, I think $8 I paid. So this version actually looks like it might be in a little bit better shape. So like I said, you don't see that now made in the USA here. That's how you know your early press is one of the Japan manufactured discs. So I'll have to check it out. My disc is a little scratched up on the top, not the playing side. So this one looks to be in much better shape. So that's cool. That wasn't a wasted pickup there. And I'll have an extra of that. No Diary of a Madman's, but Speak of the Devil, that's a Japan made for US early press. So that's kind of cool. I only have, there you go, no made in the USA on the back of that guy. So this would be the original, you know. So that's kind of cool because I do have with this one the 95 remaster. So upgrading a little bit there, I guess. I don't know. Some people think they're neck and neck in sound quality. So let's just do a side-by-side one day. That's how I look at it. And Bark at the Moon. So I get not only that early press from Japan, but also this 95 remaster, which is kind of cool because, like I said, I'm trying to build my best version of Bark at the Moon. And this one, I think, does have one of the bonus tracks, right? Does it have Spiders? Yeah, Spiders is on this one. They call it Spiders in the Night. Where did they got that? Last. Okay, but you don't have One Up the B-side, so you still need your 2002 version for One Up the B-side, but could be pulling Spiders off of this one. And like I said, I haven't heard this one before, so I'm going to do side-by-sides with this one and also the Japan early press of Bark at the Moon. This is the whole thing I was after in this lot. So this will be a little side-by-side action with this and the 95 version. See what the best sounding versions are. Man, this is the worst of all with the jewel cases. This thing looks like it's been in the garbage disposal and spat back out. But that's all right. I just bought 10 new jewel cases. Looks like I'll be using 6 of them right now. And last but not least, I forgot this was even in there among this batch. A version of Tribute that looks like it might be the original. I didn't pull my other version off the shelf. I think I have a 2002 of this also. Pretty sure. So this, I guess, might be a little bit of an upgrade in terms of sound quality too. Maybe, I don't know if that was tinkered with in 2002 also, the way that the other albums were, but nice to have an earlier press of this also. It's a sort of little bonus to my upgrading my Bark at the Moon mission here. So like I was saying, that's the way around trying to find something that's a little elusive because it's known to be collectors. Go for the lot. Just put LOT at the end of your search. You get these people selling 10, 15 CDs, and it's among there. Of course, you got to scrutinize those pictures really well. Make sure that what you're looking for is in there. And with this one it was, so actually held out. You know, I put it in my saved searches, waited a day. I think the dude offered me to buy the thing, I don't know, 10% off or whatever. So it was originally 90, he sold to me for 80 something. Anyway, the total was in the 80s or 90 bucks for all this stuff, so not too bad. All right, guys, that's going to do it for now. It's a little pop-up episode, Ozzy Sabbath lot. Catches soon enough. Everyone have a great friggin' day.